For some reason, when I was editing, I forgot to do an intro. Or I guess it just got deleted when I uploaded the footage. But like, yeah, so a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago, the Anime Man uploaded this video about diversity in anime. Usually when someone talks about diversity in any type of medium, that gets me excited because I care about that stuff. So when I saw his video, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I hope this is good. And it turned out to not be good. Even though it started pretty well, you know, he sounded logical, but then he lost me when he got to this part.
I've seen basically no one talking about the root of the whole situation, which is that the whole diversity problem, supposedly, that exists, doesn't really exist in the anime industry to begin with.
Wait a second. Run that back? Run that back for 1 second?
The whole diversity problem, supposedly, that exists, doesn't really exist in the anime industry to begin with.
I'm over it. Are you kidding me? Is this a real video? That's just objectively not true. There is definitely 100% a shortage of diversity in the anime industry. Please do not call yourself the Anime Man and say that there is equal opportunity in the business, because there obviously isn't.
There are plenty of female creators who are representing and making some big bank, some big influence, some huge names in the anime and manga industry.
I want y'all to remember how he said plenty!
Plenty!
Like it was in italics and boldened and capitalized.
Recognize the other fantastic, successful, influential female manga creators like Takeuchi Naoko, the creator of Sailor Moon, Arakawa Hiromu, the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist, and Saito Chiho, the creator of Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Utena? The manga? You do realize the only thing that kind of ruins Utena's legacy is the manga, right? The only reason the actual show is amazing is because of Ikuhara Kumihiko. Like, he's a man, and he directed it.
Even though, on the grander scale of things, there may be more male manga artists and more successful manga artists who are male, we definitely can't forget, and we definitely can't stop to appreciate the females.
Wait a second. Your entire thesis of this video is that there is no diversity agenda in the anime industry, which there definitely is, but beside the point. You just said that there's more men. So, Joey, do you know what diversity means? Let's go diverse definition. Showing a great deal of variety, very different. When there's a lot more of something, that doesn't mean that it's diverse. It means that there are some exceptions, but there still isn't a variety. If that makes sense. I think this video can easily just be completely debunked if I just explained what diversity means in the first place. Because you obviously don't seem to know what it means.
I'm about to say something that'll absolutely blow your mind. Come closer. There are female talent in the anime industry too. Because let's not forget that there are so many goddamn talented female creators, writers, and directors in the anime industry right now that have been shit.
His edits are so weird. They're not even, like, impressive. It's just right now. Okay, sister? I get it.
For instance, this woman right here, Yamada Naoko.
We know her. I've heard of her. I think the average anime fan has heard of her. His videos read like a 10th grade, not like honors class, but just a 10th grade English class. This kid is just, he's writing an essay and he's like, he thinks it's so good. He's like, not enough on the page length, so he just keeps extending his sentences and adding needless information and stuff that no one cared about and that doesn't even help his point. Joey, do you need someone to like freelance edit your videos? Because I would do that. I would put actual facts in your videos. Like, you know, just so you know, if you need me, I'm right here.
Of course, when talking about female creators in the anime industry, we can not forget the absolutely legendary anime writer Okada Mari.
We know her! We know who she is! Why are you acting like this is unknown information? I'm so confused right now.
Of course, since a lot of the time these stories that she's responsible for are adaptations of already existing works, some of the narrative oddities and misdirections may be a result of not Mokaramari's per se, but rather more from the original creator.
I don't understand that point. Why would you say, yeah, there are some flaws in their shows, but it's not because of the woman who worked on it. Even though she directed it, even though she had a big part in it, it's not her fault. I feel like he realizes that people are gonna be like, hey, but those shows aren't even good. And now he's saying, but it's not her fault. Like, girl, that's not even important to put in the video. I don't understand why. You're already at the 10-minute mark. You don't need to go any further. Just say what you need to say and go.
Stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
This video may not be scripted, and I may just be speaking off the top of my head, but I did read up before I did this. So don't come at me, because I'm about to throw some real stats at you, boy. So let's head over to myanimelist.net, okay? Go to top anime, and we're gonna do by popularity. So for modern accuracy's sake, we're gonna take the top 100 shows from the past 10 years, so 2008 onwards, and we're going to see how many of these directors are male, how many of these directors are female, how many of these writers are male, how many of these writers are female. I don't know why I'm saying this like I'm gonna do it right now, like I did it before the video. So ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. Starting with the directors, 92% of them were male, 8% were female. Going on to writers, 82% were male, and 17% were female.
There are plenty of female creators.
For Sam, it just doesn't add up.
No.
I just don't understand. I really don't. Because how are you gonna look at 10% or 15% or 25% of literally anything and be like, yeah, that's plenty.
Plenty!
Yeah, that's diverse. Like, think about 8%. Okay? That is the equivalent to a room with 92 white people and 8 black people. By the way, those 8 women that were directors, half of them are Ishizuka Atsuko and Kon Chiaki, who are women you use in your video. And then the women you use in your video, like, yes, they're famous. We know them, we love them, we appreciate them. But the thing is, that's like saying, black people in America are equal. Look at Barack Obama. He was once our president. Look at Oprah. She is incredibly rich. Look at Beyonce. Also incredibly rich. We're equal in this country. It's like, okay, sis, yes, that's true. Those people do exist. And Barack Obama was president at some point. But you can't be out here ignoring the much bigger percentage of white people that are successful in this country compared to black people. And that same logic applies to this. Like, yes, those women exist. Yoko Kanno's my queen. She's iconic. Okay, yes. Okada Mari. She's iconic. Okay, yes. But right now, I want you to name all the female directors that you can think of on the top of your head. And you can't even get them on 2 hands. And to compare, count all the men that you know that are directors in the anime industry. And not only will it take up both your hands, but also your toes. I just don't get it. I really don't. Because, like, how are you gonna get on the soapbox talking about diversity in anime? Which, by the way, apparently to you, diversity just means diversity of gender. But anyway, how are you gonna get on the soapbox talking about diversity in anime and then show me the only famous woman in the business? Like, you didn't have any other people that you could showcase? You didn't have any other examples that are lesser known? And you just chose, like, literally the equivalent of choosing Viola Davis as an example for black women acting in Hollywood? Like, you really just couldn't take that extra step? You're really just gonna take this video and, like, talk about diversity and how there is diversity and then not show diversity? I don't understand.
Shit all over Crunchyroll by forgetting these already existing female creators and are just so focused on this non-existent diversity agenda that exists or doesn't really exist in the anime industry.
First of all, we're not focused on a non-existent diversity agenda. We're focused on a diversity agenda that's very much existent. Second of all, we're not saying that these women don't exist. I want to put these women on a pedestal, and I want to use them as an example to show that we need more women in the industry, because look what they can do. But you're out here saying, we have women in the industry, why are you complaining? We're complaining because there's not enough, Joey.
All of us in this community are taking for granted and forgetting that out of all of the niche nerd culture communities that exist on every corner of this filthy internet, the anime and manga community, the otaku community, is probably the most diverse, equal, and accepting communities out there.
Communities don't necessarily have a ranking system or a disadvantage. Anyone can thrive in a community if they want, but in terms of industry and business, there is an economic and social disadvantage when it comes to different minorities. Like, that point doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even back up anything in your video. It's not helping any point that you ever made. I don't understand. Why do you put things that don't matter?
The otaku community has extended its reaches to not just every single country in the world, with every race, gender, ethnicity, religion, social and economic status, but has even extended to certain niches within the niche of anime to cater to every single type of otaku in the world.
Heard it here first, folks. The otaku community is literally the second coming of Christ. It's bringing all these different people together of different ethnicities, different genders, different sexualities, different everything. Have you not been to literally every other con in the world? Like, maybe not KKK con, but like, go to Comic Con, go to K-Con, go to PopCon, go to VidCon. The point of cons is to bring people together from all different parts of the world so they can come and enjoy one thing. This isn't special, is what I'm trying to get at. Yes, it's great, it's heartwarming, it's touching that all these different people can come from different places and enjoy the same thing, but it's not that special, and it's not unique to the anime community. Please get your head out of your ass.
Hey, even though it may not necessarily exist in the anime industry, it is a problem that still exists on the grand scale of things in the world. Like, as I said at the beginning of this video, we're doing a pretty good job moving closer to that equality and diversity that a lot of us want, but we're not quite there yet. We still have a lot of work to get there.
So weird. I feel like he's becoming self-aware, but not at the same time. Because that statement can be applied to the anime industry, but you would very much disagree. Like, I don't understand why you see this problem in other communities, but you don't see it in your own fandom. Like, you can't just be out here saying, my fandom appreciates everybody, my fandom accepts everyone. Like, you can't, you have to be realistic, dude. Everything has its own flaw. And just because you're a part of this community doesn't mean that you can just dismiss, and rather disrespectfully, mind you, remember his eye rolls at like every single 5-minute mark in this video? As someone like yourself, who is so prestigious in this community, literally like the most popular anime YouTuber on YouTube, how are you just going to say that there's no problems? You have the biggest voice, you need to put it out there, because people are going to watch your videos and they're going to be like, yeah, he's probably right, he's the anime man. Like, girl!
Almost all of these people are forgetting that the gender diversity issue that is raised in the High Guardian Spice advertisement doesn't exist in the anime community.
Saying that it's not a big problem is one thing, but then saying that it doesn't exist is just, that's a straight up lie. The fact that you're just saying this so confidently, with so little evidence, by the way, it's kind of despicable, I'm not gonna lie. And then at the same, and then like also he said community, but this whole video was about industry until like the very like end where he had like a not even 2-minute segment, like a 1.5-minute segment about the community. The rest of the video was about the industry. So I don't understand. Where is your narrative, Joey? Stick to the narrative, Joey!
We need to be coming together collectively and going out and appreciating the already existing female creators of both the manga and the anime industry.
Yeah, guys, let's go out and appreciate the already existing 8% of women in the anime industry.
It doesn't take long to find and research about these awesome female characters. A very simple Google search will suffice.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, because there's only like 13 of them. So it'll be like in and out really fast. You'll know all of them within the span of like a half hour.
So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, like and favorite if you enjoy, subscribe for Rant Banner, and
Every single Wednesday, I answer you guys' questions on Twitter.
keep watching anime. Ciao!
Okay.